Okay.
Okay, so Sarah, what was your situation like before you reached out to Zigs? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Sure. So I had lower back pain. It was causing me discomfort every day, most of the day. And it just was very debilitating. And I just didn't know really what to do next to sort of help and ease that pain that I had.
So you had debilitating back pain, and when you was kind of thinking of reaching out to us, did you have any kind of reservations or concerns about getting in touch?
Not really, no. I knew I needed some rehabilitative Pilates and some structure um, to those sessions, and you were recommended by a friend, so I didn't have any qualms about reaching out and sort of like explaining my situation and asking for help on what would be best for me.
Great. So you were recommended to us, and when you kind of first tried us out, what was that start like? That initial kind of, picking the phone up, talking it through, and then trying a couple of sessions.
Um, I mean, the initial sort of discussion on the phone all made sense. The first couple of sessions were difficult, but you were very encouraging and kept saying, this will get better, you will be able to do this, sort of very encouraging and reassuring. I'm not sure I believed you at first.
I think that's quite
um,
common at the start. Yes.
um, so yeah, they were initial sort of tricky sessions, but I went with your encouragement and persevered, and so pleased I did.
Great. And I think, it's a bit of a trust thing, isn't it, at the start, really? It's fine for me to say, oh, yeah, it will get better. But I guess at that stage, it's hard to know what's coming and to believe that it's going to work. So what then helped to change that throughout your journey?
I think just the regular, weekly sessions we had, I could see, the plan you'd put together for me to work through was structured, and I could see improvements in the um, parts of the plan that I was doing regularly, and they were getting easier, and it was helping my back, and it was making me become more flexible and my core stronger. And it was just at that, those regular sessions and doing the plan outside of those weekly sessions with you, that I could see the improvement and the progress.
Great. So you could see and feel that improvement, and you got that structure of the program and that consistency of doing it, and the bits in between as homework, if you like. So what do you feel were kind of like your big body takeaways?
Um, my big body takeaways. I'd always struggled with my flexibility, which I think was and the strength, my core strength, which I think were both contributing to my back pain. And I just think the tailored exercises, you took the time to understand what my issues were and where my back pain was, and just tailoring those exercises to improve my flexibility and mobility and core strength. And even when I had a twinge or something different happened, we spoke about it, and again you sort of like tailored some different exercises to help with that. So
Right. So it was that
um
sort of tailored approach that worked well for
yeah,
you. Yeah,
yeah.
great. And obviously you're a mum. What was it like, juggling children in the background? Because often we work with mums or grandparents or, busy professionals who are juggling a career and the family life.
yeah, I mean, you were quite patient. I mean, it was, you know, that online, it was online. I had the family in the background, but yeah, we just got on with it best we could, and yeah, it just worked.
Yeah, but you know, we're juggling kids, and that's what you have to do as a parent, don't you? And we're doing sessions online and in person, so people can to choose now. And were there any other takeaways in terms of your physical body or your more psychological well-being?
Yeah, so we worked on sort of the food side, and sort of like reducing my BMI, and you know, lots of tips around what to eat, and recommendations of books, which really helped, obviously as well, Claire. Yeah.
Great. So that kind of guidance and support with the nutritional elements as well as the back care. Yeah,
Yeah.
but obviously the way we work is quite holistic. And if you had a sort of message for anyone watching this video who was perhaps, you know, in that situation you were at the start of your journey, what would that message be to that person, you know, struggling with their back care and juggling kids as well?
Yeah, I would seek the help, you know, and even if you're juggling kids, you know, find the time to seek that help, because I cannot, um, you know, I cannot explain the difference in 2 years. You know, when I look back to that, you know, January time, and you know, I was rolling out of bed in the morning in pain, and to what I'm and how I feel now, you know, you know, just yeah, I cannot tell you the difference. So
What is the difference? Like, what were you? Obviously, you said you were rolling out of bed. What was the difference like in your movement then versus your kind of activity now?
um I I the work we've done has reduced my back pain to a point where I don't have back pain every day, all day.
Mm.
um I don't I don't know how else to explain it. I think it's just the what we've just talked about, you know,
Yeah.
the
What about like your
regular.
family life and activities you do with your son?
Yeah, so I still do the same activities, I just find them a lot easier. So yeah,
That's made
I
it a bit more bearable.
exactly, yeah. So you know, I can give an example. As you know, I bodyboard with my son. If I was doing that 3 years ago, I would be coming out of the sea after a session, and be in agony, and you know, have pain all evening. But I'd still do it because my son wants to do it. Now, you know, just come back from a holiday, bodyboarding every day. You know, the odd twinge, but nothing like 3 years ago.
So it's given you that confidence in your back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, great. And you can't really put a price on that, can you?
No,
Mm.
no,
Great. Well, thank you for sharing.
that's no problem at all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.